You're listening to KJFM Louisiana Bowling Green, 102.1 on your dial, all day, every day. Eagle 102 KJFM Radio. Area High School Basketball is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the court for high school basketball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
Well, the Bowling Green Invitational Tournament opens up this evening here at Bowling Green High School. It's the girls' opening round action. We've got games for you tonight. The first one is going to be a rematch from earlier, or actually late last week, at number 4 Clopton taking on number 5 North Callaway. We're going to break down all the action for you during the Bowling Green Pharmacy pregame show next here on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green Tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Southside, Castile's Color Wheel, and Bibb Beach and Collier Funeral Homes and Crematory.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Tim Jenkins, Veolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a taste of Philly.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Canada Truck. It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
So the matchup that we were talking about, the number 4 Clopton Lady Hawks taking on number 5 North Callaway. These two teams just met up last Thursday evening on at Clopton High School. The Lady Hawks got the win 70-54. Talked to Coach Devin Street a little bit. She said that Clopton had a rough third quarter in there, but they pretty well had led most of the game. So, Gordon, we talked about this quite a bit. It does one or two things. It's going to make North Callaway extremely mad and want revenge, and they're going to come back out and you're going to see a whole different side that you didn't see on Thursday night, or it gave Clopton enough of a sight that they're going to be able to extend that win even higher.
Yeah, it is an awful lot of that when we talk about it comes down to coaching. Obviously, you've got the players, you got the emotion that ties to the game, but who took what from it.
Sure.
Rolling into this ball game as well. Obviously, the Thunderbirds had a chance to see, the Hawks had a chance to see what didn't work.
Correct.
And then so taking a look to see if they can correct that.
Well, one of the things that Clopton has struggled with all season long is height. They've really struggled when it comes to height, playing against somebody with some height. And it looks like North Callaway has a little bit of that. We'll run down that during the starting lineups coming up here in just a little bit. But for the most part, they seem to have one or two girls that are a little bit taller, so we'll be anxious to see how Clopton responds on that. And then we've mentioned it, I don't know how many different times, this is another one of the small gyms, kind of like over at Clopton. You have one backboard that hangs off the wall, you have one backboard that hangs off the ceiling. Those things play differences, and there's not much out of bounds room, and that kind of throws off that depth perception when they're shooting from downtown.
So the Clopton Hawks and the North Callaway Thunderbirds will be tipping off the action from the Bowling Green Tournament, the 98th annual Bowling Green Tournament, as we've got a week's worth of coverage for you here on KJFM Radio.
As I mentioned, we're in the middle school gym. Over in the high school gym, we'll be getting some game breaks with Maddie Ingram from over there, as well as number 1 Ellsbury is taking on number 8 Van Far. Van Far Lady Indian Mara Jensen expected to hit her 1,000th career point this week over here at the tournament. So congratulations to her, as I think she was 22 points away after Friday night's game up Palmyra Invitational. So
approaching a 1,000th point and 500 rebound, I think, also is in the equation.
Well, we I may have heard a little bit later. I don't know if she just hit 500 rebounds, if she had hit 500 rebounds, or if what she was getting was supposed to help her get to her 500th rebound. So we just need a little clarification on that from Coach Minner, and we'll get that this week as well. So, but what an exciting matchup between them. I know Coach Minner told me that one day last week, Mara went into the gym, and I want to say she said she shot like 300 free throws. Just went there and put up 300 free throws, just worked on those after practice.
Can't shoot too many.
Can never shoot too many. We're going to talk about keys to the game for this one. Number 4, Clopton taking on number 5, North Callaway in just a few moments as you're listening to Bowling Green Tournament action on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green Tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Kara and Cliff at Show Me Caviar LLC, County Market, and Pike County Memorial Hospital.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102 brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
Well, based on the records coming into tonight's contest, you would think North Callaway has a little bit of a step up on Clopton as they come in with an 11-8 record. Clopton is sitting at 8-8 as well. So keys to this game, though, is going to come down to probably defense. Clopton will be anxious to see if they come out and play any zone defense. They've been playing a lot of man-to-man. Look for that full court pressure. They like to jump and trap and really force those turnovers. And in this small gym, there's not a lot of room to work with that kind of makes the offense feel a little bit more claustrophobic, if you will. So they're going to try and hurry those passes. Clopton will look to take advantage of those. As for North Callaway, defensively, you're probably going to have to look at running a zone against the Clopton team. They've got so many outside shooters that can do it. We've talked about, of course, the experience of Shanna Yates. She can drain it from behind the arc. Jasmine Hammett has stepped up. She's been hitting some threes. Madeline Bruni's back just after missing the Clopton Invitational Tournament. She can knock them down. But Tinley Spoonster, who you see down along the block quite a bit in inside game, she can step out and drop them behind the arc as well. So that zone defense from North Callaway is going to be probably I'll be anxious to see how things go if they choose not to run a zone against Clopton. That's my take on it. They have the height, so they kind of want to make sure that Clopton can't get inside by any means and open themselves up for those rebounds and really knock Clopton out of the way. They have some nice shooters, the Hawks do. One player I don't see on the court right now, and I know she's here somewhere because they was told she was in the starting lineup, is Brea Smith. I haven't seen her on the court yet this evening, so we'll see where that goes. I'm not missing her. You don't. Now there she is. She's over here meeting with the officials. That's why I hadn't seen her. So she is here. Sometimes I thought maybe Coach Ed Lindsay was wrapping her ankle still. He's been picking up some of those duties.
Not lost on the North Callaway coaching staff was the hot start Clopton got off to. So the adjustments that they'll be looking to make. They had made mention just moments ago. Clopton knocked down 10 of their first 12 shots to start the ball game, yes. And then they had another 10-point run along the way as well. So that's what they attribute Clopton pulling out the victory to. So is that the only adjustment they're looking to make, or are they just counting on Clopton to not get as hot?
For it to be Monday, it's Monday, first of all. It's opening night of the tournament. Clopton didn't have school today, so, that kind of throws things off sometimes too. The gym is small.
The coach made mention of the fact that this is a neutral site, so maybe that'll take some of that steam out of that offensive attack right out the gates.
Well, we're going to see. Both teams very familiar playing in these gyms. They've been doing it for quite a few years, but I'll be anxious to see how they go this evening as well. So stay tuned. As we know, Gordon, on a different subject, there is snow in the forecast coming in tomorrow night and into Wednesday. Talked to Coach Matt Chance and them, and, it's just going to play things by ear at this point.
Yeah, Coach Chance going to pull what strings he can and attempt
to
have things pushed back, and then sun come up early on Wednesday
Absolutely.
and get rid of stuff. But if can't pull that off, then it could impact things schedule-wise. Supposed to be primarily late Tuesday night through those early morning hours, and then it's just a matter of how long it goes Wednesday. But those numbers have been changing already just as we've been going through. Monday went from 2 to 4 inches to 3 to 5 inches, and they said the next 24 hours will obviously show you what the front's doing and who's going to get hit how hard.
And, of course, you and I were talking about it a little bit. Since we're all concerned and really watching, we're probably going to get nothing, which is the best thing we can hope for.
Fingers crossed.
That's going to take care of the Bowling Green Pharmacy pregame show. We've got your starting lineups and opening tip coming up next here on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Center Locker Service, and PJ Salon.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkey with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax deferred or tax free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at PCMH, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Bowling Green, Clopton, and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athlete. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
All right, let's start with the North Callaway, the visitors on the scoreboard this evening. They are in their road black jersey with green numbers and, of course, white trim. They are starting a 5'9 sophomore wearing number 2, Natalie Schrock. A 5'9 junior wearing number 3, Riley Bevlins. A 5'9 senior wearing number 5, Jalen Leibel. A 5'7 junior wearing number 12, A.B. Berger. And a 5'9 senior wearing number 20, Ellie Bedsworth. So for the Clopton Lady Hawks, they are the home team in their home white jerseys, black numbers, and red trim. They are starting a 5'7 junior wearing number 11, Brea Smith. A 5'2 junior wearing number 20, Jasmine Hammett. A 5'6 senior wearing number 22, Shanna Yates. A 5'4 senior wearing number 33, Madeline Bruni. And a 5'6 freshman wearing number 35, Tinley Spoonster. So Smith, Hammett, Yates, Bruni, and Spoonster for Clopton. For North Callaway, Schrock, Bevlins, Leibel, Berger, and Bedsworth.
You mentioned, Marianne, the size advantage, maybe a small one for North Callaway. Schrock's a 5'9 sophomore. Blevins is 5'9 junior. Leibel is a 5'9 senior. Berger is a 5'7 junior. Bedsworth is a 5'9 senior. And that's not counting a 5'10 junior on the bench and a 5'11 sophomore on the bench.
Yeah, they do definitely have the height advantage. Clopton will be moving from our left to right. Marion Everhart, Gordon Sanders with you. We'll be getting some updates with Maddie Ingram from the high school gym as number 1 Ellsbury takes on number 8 Van Farr. We are underway. So we've got Leibel jumping center against Yates. Ball's up in the air, and it's Smith with the ball. Clopton will control it. Bernie over to the far wing, inside to Smith. She looks inside, kicks it back out to Bernie. Bernie brings it near side. We are sitting on the stage behind the benches. Far side here, Spoonster with the three. It's off the rim. Bernie comes in, ball's taken away. Getting the ball is North Callaway. Schrock has it now at the half-court line. Takes it in the front court, dishes it off, looking around, needing some help, and that was Bedsworth. Finds some help once again to Schrock. Now back up top to Berger. Berger guarded in this man-to-man defense by Smith. Clopton not giving him any room behind the back dribble. She picks up a dribble between the circles. Now brings it near side. There's about a steal in there. Schrock goes for the first shot. It's up. It goes out of bounds and back to Clopton.
First bucket for both ball clubs missed. This game just underway. 7:15 to go in the first quarter of play.
So a half-court defense in play for North Callaway as Bruni brings it across the timeline over to the far wing to Yates. Yates back to Bruni once again in the near corner to Spoonster. Spoonster brings it back out to Bruni, now dishes it off to Smith and over to Yates. Yates on that far wing back to Bruni. She finds some paint, and she's going to travel. So now there is a little bit of a blind spot where we're at here on the stage, down at the end of North Callaway's bench. And full court man-to-man defense, which is what we talked about from the Hawks. They bring it into the front court, take it all the way to the hole, and it's up and good. North Callaway scores first. That was by Berger. Headed back the other direction is Bruni to Yates. 2-0 our score. North Callaway on top. Finds Smith. Now brings it out to Spoonster on the near side. Swings it to Yates on the far side. She wants to open up with a three, and it's napped. Shanna Yates with the tray.
Nice shot by Yates. Gives a 1-point advantage to the Hawks early on.
Blevins brings it in the front court at the free throw line. She's guarded by Hammett. She spins in the paint, goes up, and she's going to draw the foul.
It's going to be the first team foul picked up by either club.
And that's going to go against Spoonster, her first, team's first, as you mentioned. 3-2 our score. First trip to the free throw lines. Heading there is Blevins. Blevins shots up, and she ties it up at 3-all. Looking to take the lead. As the second one's on the way. Back on top by one. So North Callaway leads this one 4-3, 6:13 to go here in the first. Far wing to Yates. Yates looks, brings it back up top to Bruni. There's a zone defense that we were talking about. Yates splits him. She goes down low. Her shot's up. It's no good. Gets her own rebound. Brings out the near side. Dishes it off to Bruni. Bruni weaves. Now finds Bruni. Bruni wants a long three, and it's net. Madeline Bruni takes the tray. Back-to-back threes help give Clopton the 2-point lead, 6-4, with 5:45 to go here in the first. Berger with it. Berger working against Smith. Dribbles with the left hand, works it around, picks up a dribble, needs some help. Finds it on the near side by Blevins. Goes down low to Bedsworth, back out top to Schrock. Schrock dribbles, working against Bruni. Still man-to-man from the Hawks. Blevins spins into the paint, looks down low to Bedsworth. Her shot's up, it's no good. Smith chases down the rebound. Kicks it out to Yates. Yates looks to bring it into the front court. She's guarded by Schrock. Over to the far side to Smith. Smith in the paint. Back out to Bruni. Over to Yates. Yates wants another three, and it misses everything. 6-4 score. 5:09 to go here in the first quarter.
Clopton Hawks going from the left to right of your radio dial.
Spoonster takes a breather while Skylar Parker comes in. Berger with it. Throws a long pass up front. Down low. Up off the glass. It's high, and it's good. We're knotted at 6-all. That came from Leibel. Leibel ties it up with 4:54 to go in the first. Bruni looks, dribbles with the left hand, takes it to the far side, runs into a little bit of a trap situation, in some trouble, gets some help from Smith. Smith on the wing back to Bruni. Bruni takes in the paint. She stops, pops for two. It's off the mark. She chases down the basketball, and there's a tie-up. It's our first jump ball. Possession arrow will go to North Callaway as Bruni and Bedsworth tied up. Checking in the basketball game now is Ricky. Also for Clopton, Campbell Lindsay enters.
Tied up at 6 with 4:35 to go in the first quarter of play. Clopton Hawks and North Callaway Thunderbirds Bowling Green tournament action on KJFM Radio.
with the basketball up top. That's Blevins. She gets it down low to Leibel. Excuse me, that was Ricky. Near side with it once again to Berger. Swings it around. It's Schrock with the top of the key. Back near side to Berger. Berger dribbles with the right hand to the free throw line. Now switches to the left, takes it down to the block inside, and it's going to go out of bounds. It's a turnover for North Callaway as it bounced off Ricky and headed out of bounds. We're going to send it over to Maddie for a quick game break coming up here in just a few moments. As Bruni takes it to the far side, hands it off to Parker. Parker works that weave, brings it near side, dishes it off to Lindsay. Lindsay down low on the block, runs in some trouble, gets a loose basketball, and it's taken away. Now Parker takes it back. She's in some trouble underneath the basket, needs some help. It's knocked away, and finally coming away with the loose basketball is Yates. Gets it to Bruni. Bruni down low to Smith. Smith all alone underneath the basket. Her shot's up and good. Brea Smith gets the 2 and back to a 2-point lead for the Hawks. Makes it 8-6.
Nice pass by Smith that time.
Once again, working there across the timeline is Blevins. Blevins working against Lindsay. Takes it in and it's taken away by Smith. Smith kicks it. She takes it up off the glass, and it's a 4-point lead now for the Hawks. Back the other direction we go. So with it, we're down to 3:13 to go here in the first. Over the far side with it is Berger. Berger working against Smith. Brings it near side behind her back. Looks for the screen. Kicks it out. Long 3 from downtown. It's off the rim with the loose basketball is Smith. Smith throws it up to Parker. Parker in the front court. Finds Bruni all alone. Oh, the shot goes over the rim. It goes out of bounds. They'll say his last touch by Lindsay. While they work on that inbound play, let's check in with Maddie Ingram as Ellsbury and Van Far square off in the high school gym.
Marianne Gordon, Ellsbury just went up 7-2 as Ellsbury called the timeout after that, but they are leading Van Far. Van Far got on the scoreboard first with a bucket from Carmen Wilburn. After that, it was all Ellsbury as they now lead 7-2 with under 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. That's been an Eagle 102 game break.
We'll continue to check in with Maddie as the game moves on. So with it, down low, underneath the basket, and there's going to be a foul. Parker's going to pick it up, and it's going to send Leibel to the free throw line to shoot 2. Second team foul for Clopton, first for Skylar Parker. Leibel, first free throw shot on the way. Rims in and out, no good. She'll get the second. 10-6 our score here, 2:24 to go in the first. Clopton on top. Coach Street giving Parker some direction as the second free throw shot is on the way. Off the rim. Spoonster, who's returned the game, returns. Gets in the hands. Lindsay, back to Bruni. She wants another 3. Rims in and out. Spoonster there. Reels it in. Kicks it back out. Bruni's going to try for the 3 once again. It's off the mark. It hits the rim. Bounced around a couple different times. Coming away with it is Ricky. Ricky feeds it out to Schrock. Schrock will take it in to the front court where she'll be picked up by Bruni. Brings it near side. That's Berger guarded by Lindsay. At the end of Clopton's bench. Needs some help. Works it around. Brings it center court. Blevins back to Berger. Berger thought about the 3. Now picks up her dribble over again to Blevins. Blevins looking down low. Nothing there. And ends up in the hands. Tries to feed it to Leibel, but it's knocked out of bounds. They'll say last touch by Clopton. So with 1:43 to go in the first, Clopton still leads 10-6. Yates and Hammett return now for Bruni and Smith.
Saying the foul went against Skylar Parker that time for the Clopton Lady Hawks. That's her second.
So with it over on the far side, they look down low into Ricky. Ricky kicks it back out. Berger takes it down. And here comes the 3-point shot. It looks like Tinley Spoonster is going to pick up her second foul as well. So Stacia Talbot will come off the bench as Leibel heads back to the free throw line. First free throw shot's on the way, and it's good. 10-7 our score.
Maybe got some of the nerves out of the way on her last trip to the free throw line.
It kind of appears that way. Left-handed shot comes up, and it's good for the second one as well. We got a timeout on the court. We'll take one as well. With 1:36 to go here in the first quarter, Clopton leads North Callaway by the score of 10-8 as you're listening to Bowling Green tournament action on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by N Lane Boutique, Family Drug, Custom Work Salon, and Advance Eye Care.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
10-8 our score with 1:27 to go here in the first quarter. Clopton leads. Looks like Clopton will now inbound at the end of North Callaway's bench as it was knocked out of bounds last touch by the Thunderbirds. Yates with it. He has it knocked out of her hands, and that's taken away. With it is Blevins. Blevins into the front court. Goes cross court, shots up, it's no good. With the rebound is Yates. Yates throws a pass up to Bruni. Bruni's all alone. Up off the glass, and it's no good. Talbert there to put it back, and this time it's good. Stacia Talbert with 2. Long pass into the front court. With it over to the far side, that's Hartley that's in the ball game now. 59 ticks to go here in the first. Stacia Talbert picks up a foul. Also coming in the basketball game, Faith Cash. She's coming in for a burger. North Callaway will inbound the basketball along the baseline, the little baseline that there is on the far side. They try to feed it right inside, and there's a little miscommunication. Schrock gets it. Her shot's up, it's no good. With the rebound is Clopton. Bruni throws a long pass up to Lindsay. Lindsay stops, pops for 2, and it's good. So Campbell Lindsay gets in the scorebooks tonight. The other direction, coming back, and there's Ricky with 2. Makes it 14-10. Lindsay running the point now for the Lady Hawks. Takes it far side to Smith. Now with it to Bruni. Bruni pulls up for the long 3, and it's money again. That's 2 for her here in the first. Going back the other direction. 17-10 is our score. With the crossover dribble is Blevins. Blevins goes down low, and it's going to go out of bounds, and they're going to tag Shanna Yates with the foul. And it looks like Bedsworth set to check back in the basketball game after Blevins' first free throw. She's 2 for 2 from the charity stripe tonight. First free throw shot is up and good. 17-11. Ricky takes a breather. As we mentioned, Bedsworth returns. She wears number 20 on her back. Second free throw shot off the rim, no good. With the putback, though, it's good.
As a quick follow that time by Lakin Hartley.
Here comes Lindsay back the other direction. Now to Yates. Long 3 at the buzzer, and it misses everything, and that's how the first quarter ends. Clopton leads this one 17-13. We've got second quarter action coming your way next from the 98th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, Bolin Chevrolet, and Sun Window Company.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder, Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
So, Gordon, let's talk about other games going on tonight. As we mentioned, Ellsbury and Van Far are battling over in the high school gym right now. Immediately following this game in the middle school gym is another rematch that went to overtime, and that is number 3 Silex taking on number 6 Louisiana. In the high school gym, it'll be number 2 Winfield facing number 7 Bowling Green.
In just a little bit, we'll get another game break from Maddie Ingram, who's with Ellsbury and Van Far.
Bruni with the basketball, brings it near side, picks up her dribble, hands it off to Yates. She takes it far side to Spoonster. She wants a three, and she gets it. So Clopton came in here and have had no problem knocking down the tray here in the first half. Blevins brings in the front court. She's guarded by Hammett. Hammett over the far side, that is now in the hands of Schrock. Schrock pulls up from the elbow, extended, and it's net. Makes it 20-13. And that's Schrock's first points of the evening. Bruni once again, Bruni over the far side to Spoonster. Back to Bruni. Brings it to the near side, down low, and it's kicked.
Schrock gets a boot on it. Clopton will inbound. Yates will be the trigger man, baseline.
So Yates looking, gets it right into Smith. Smith pulls up for the short jumper, and it's good.
Wide open on the inbounds.
Long pass into the front court to Schrock. Schrock takes it down the block, extended on the near side. She pulls up. It's off the mark, chasing down the loose basketball is Hammett. Hammett turns on the Jets, throws it up to Bruni. Bruni kicks it back out to Spoonster. Spoonster wants the net, and it's no good. With the rebound is North Callaway. Once again, it's Blevins, brings it into the front court. Goes down low, off the glass is Bedsworth. It's good. Trading some baskets. Makes it 22-17.
First points of the game for Bedsworth. North Callaway going to pick up a foul. That time fouling Bruni as she's driving right side down the sideline. Getting called for the foul is Faith Cash.
It is the first team foul for North Callaway in this game. Right down in front of us, Parker with it on that inbounds play. Passes it near side here. Look, Bruni thought about the three again, dishes it off to Yates. Yates says she'll take the three. It's arc and goes over top. And coming away with the rebound was Clopton. However, it was Brea Smith stepping on that out of bounds line. We told you it's really small and compact in here. Berger with the basketball. She's working against Parker into the front court. Behind the back dribble. Spins around. Brings it back in the near corner. Here comes a three, and it's blocked. Schrock went to do it, and Bruni reaches in there, ties it up. It's a jump ball, and that was Bedsworth and Bruni again, I believe. Was it Bruni or was it Smith? I think it was Bruni.
Yeah, no, it was Bruni, and it was a nice block that time by Yates on the three-point shot. She got there quick.
So they get it into Schrock, but she's underneath the basket. Now they're going to tag him with a foul. It's going to be a 1-and-1. That'll send Schrock to the free throw line as Bruni picks up her first foul.
Just short of being called a jump ball. Apparently got a piece of Schrock. Schrock heads to the line with North Callaway trailing by 5. 22-17 our score with 6:07 to go in the first half.
Free throw shot is up and good. While she gets ready for her second, let's send it over to Maddie for an Eagle 102 game break.
Mara Jensen of the Van Far Indians is shooting free throws now. It's 18-7. Ellsbury is leading Van Far with 7:13 to play in the first half. But right now it's been all Ellsbury, and they've put a lot of defensive pressure on the Van Far Indians, who are your reigning champions of the Bowling Green tournament in 2022. So looking to try to make it back to that championship game this year. But right now, 18-7, Ellsbury leads Van Far. That's been an Eagle 102 game break.
Here, Clopton just drains another one. I believe that was Yates. Was that Yates who put that up?
I think that was Yates.
She was in a crowd in the paint. Makes it 24-19. 5:45 to go here in the first half. Smith about gets a steal. And it's Cash that's able to ring it back in. Cash still working. Hands it off to Berger. Berger working it around. Looks for the screen. Takes it into the paint. Tries to work around. Ends up in the hands of Yates. Yates throws it up to Parker. Parker will take it all the way in. She waits for the defense, and it's up and good. So Skylar Parker with 2, and we got another timeout. We'll take one as well. 5:16 to go here in the first half. Clopton leads North Callaway 26-19. You're listening to Bowling Green tournament action on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Northeast Missouri Title Company, and Meyer Implement Company.
This is Tara Grody, and People's Savings Bank is excited to announce the Bobcat debit card. People's Savings Bank believes in giving back to the communities we serve, and that begins with the school district. Every time you use your Bobcat debit card as a credit, People's Savings Bank will give the school district 5 cents. That may not sound like a lot of money, but since starting this program 6 years ago, PSB has been able to give back over $120,000. Open an account online at ourpsb.com or stop by our branch. We are the one with a bright blue roof. Start earning the Bowling Green School District money today just by using your debit card. Member FDIC.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Shani Yates picks up her second foul of the evening as she tries to block Bedsworth. So really, Gordon, I think at this point, Coach Devin Street has to be concerned with the number of players she has sitting with 2 fouls. That is the 8th team foul here in the first half.
So North Callaway will have a chance to close the gap from the free throw line, and being able to put up points without the clock running, always a bonus when you're trailing.
First free throw shot is up and good. She'll get the second. She'll get set for the second, I should say. It's on the way, and it's good as well. Nice free throw shooting by the Lady Thunderbirds so far this evening. Bruni brings the ball into the front court, near side with it to Yates. Yates with the left hand takes it to the elbow, hands it off to Smith. Smith goes all the way around. Shots up, it's no good, but she's headed to the free throw line where she'll get to shoot 2.
Nice drive, right baseline by Brea Smith. And that's the second team foul against North Callaway. I guess we should say at this point only the second team foul against North Callaway.
First free throw shot is up and good from Smith. Checking back into the ball game is Leibel coming in for Cash. That was the first foul on the evening, though, for Berger.
27-21 the score with just under 5 minutes to go in the first half of play.
Lindsay also returns to the ball game for Parker. Smith's second free throw shot off the back of the rim with the rebound is North Callaway. Working over on the far side is Blevins. Blevins trying to get away from the defense. They find Bedsworth. Bedsworth right back, and they finally throw it in, and that's going to be the 10-second call.
North Callaway not able to get it across half court in time. Nice solid defensive pressure from the Hawks.
And that's going to bring Schrock back in. She's coming in for Berger. So Clopton gets the ball into Bruni. Bruni's going to be picked up by Schrock. Man-to-man defense from the Thunderbirds. Over to the far side to Yates. Yates spins, working against Leibel, kicks it back out to Smith on the wing. Smith being guarded by Hartley, takes it in. Shots up, it's no good. She's headed back to the free throw line.
Good job using that left hand on the spin by Smith. At a minimum, earned her a trip back to the free throw line.
So that is Hartley's first foul. As Smith stands at the free throw line, her first shot's up and good. Rattles it home, makes it 28-21, matching the largest lead of the night by the Hawks, 7. 4:26 to go in the half.
Here comes that second free throw.
As she dribbles with the right hand, shot up, and it's good as well. Largest lead of the night now for the Hawks is at 8. With it is Blevins. She throws it into the front court. Over the far side to Hartley. She spins back out top to Leibel. Leibel takes it to the free throw line, looks back door. Hartley's there. Her shot's up and up, falls out. Bedsworth with the rebound, and she's tangled up. As she tries to put it back, it's tipped around a couple different times. Ball's loose on the court, and we're going to have a tie-up.
Going to be called a jump ball, possession arrow going in favor of the Clopton Hawks.
Well, Yates will inbound to Bruni. North Callaway content with their half-court defense. Bruni with it once again. She brings it across the timeline. Man-to-man defense from the Lady Thunderbirds. Over to the far side to Lindsay in the corner to Smith. She drives the baseline, gets underneath, and she's too far, and she's going to double dribble.
The turnover gives the ball back to North Callaway.
Looks like Tinley Spoonster re-enters the ball game now for Campbell Lindsay. Hartley gets it in. Blevins will take control as she's guarded by Hammett with the left hand into the front court. Up top to Schrock. Schrock not having any room from Bruni. Takes it from the elbow extended down low to Bedsworth. Bedsworth kicks it back up top. That's to Leibel. Leibel once again to Blevins between the circles. Dribbles with the right hand, tries to fake. Dish it off the far side to Hartley. Hartley takes it in the paint. Kicks it out to Leibel. Leibel waits for the defense to jump. Her shot's up. It's off the mark. Yates with the rebound. She dribbles out of some trouble. Throws it up into the front to Bruni. Bruni goes up off the glass. Her shot's no good. It's tipped around a couple different times. Bedsworth with the rebound. Into the hands of Schrock. Schrock into the front court. Over to the far side once again to Hartley. Hartley with the left hand. Picks up her dribble. She's guarded by Spoonster at the free throw line. You're going to have to get rid of it. Nope, not in time.
5-second call. Ball goes back to the Clopton Hawks.
2:49 to go in the first half. Returning the ball game is going to be Berger. And she does go within she goes by AB.
AB?
That's what she goes by, is AB.
It looks like Gabrielle, but without the G.
That's right. With it is Bruni. Into the front court over the far side to Smith. Smith back to Bruni between the circles. She's looking inside, finds Spoonster at the elbow. Spoonster kicks it near corner with it to Hammett. Hammett pulls up for the shot. It's off the mark, a little too hard. With the rebound was North Callaway, and Hammett got a hand in there, about broke it up. Now she's giving Blevins all kinds of trouble as Blevin crosses into the front court. Far side with it now to Berger. Berger picks up her dribble, back out to Schrock. Schrock with the left hand takes it down low, and there's going to be an offensive foul.
Looks like the foul was called away from the ball. So down under the basket, maybe Bedsworth picking it up?
They called it on Schrock.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't away from the ball.
No, I think she kind of threw a little bit of an elbow out there. I didn't see it from up here, but that doesn't mean anything. There are kind of several around the area there. Easy for me to say. Near side with it to Parker. Parker back up top to Bruni. Bruni now finds Smith on the far side. Smith pulls up for the long three. It goes around the world, no good. Clopton got the rebound. Putback's no good, and now Bedsworth with the rebound. Once again, it's Blevins. Blevins into the front court. She spins, trying to get away from Hammett. With the left hand, goes down low, tries to feed it to Leibel, and it's knocked out of bounds. They'll say it's last touched by North Callaway.
Less than 2 minutes to go, 1:43 left in the first half. Hawks up 29-21. Good defensive pressure that time from Riley Kuntz.
It's Parker with it on the near side. Looks down low to Bruni. Bruni goes up. Her shot's blocked. Comes down the hands of Schrock, and Schrock is going to.
So Bedsworth got the block on Bruni. Bruni, it almost looked like with that contact there that it could have gone the other direction, but apparently it's on Schrock, and Schrock's
they're not
clearing out.
Well, but they're not calling it. I'm not sure. They haven't put it up that they actually called the foul, and I didn't actually see him throw up the sign, so I'm not real sure what they're doing. They did call it a violation, and they took Schrock out of the game because she and Bruni may have gotten a little too testy, and then Bruni, I believe it was just got called on the travel. You know, emotions run high here in the tournament. Everybody's excited to play. We're down to 1:20 to go in the half. Blevins brings it near side, finds Berger at the free throw line. And now it's down low on the ground in the corner. And Clopton calls a timeout, so Clopton can keep possession. 1:09 to go in the half. Clopton leads North Callaway 29-21. We've got your final moments of action coming up from the Bowling Green Invitational Tournament on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green Tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Pogue Ford, Silex Banking Company, and Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM is brought to you by County Market in Louisiana and Vandalia, Perkins Electrical Services, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
1:06 to go here in the half. Parker into the front court. Hands it off to Bruni. Bruni takes it to the top of the key to Smith. Smith backs it up. She's working around against Berger. Man-to-man defense from the Thunderbirds. They find Bruni in the paint. She goes up. Her shot's blocked. With the loose basketball is Bedsworth. She gets it off to Blevins. Blevins into the front court, working against Hammett. Works it around to the far side. Dishes it off to Cash, who's back in the basketball game. Here comes Berger in the paint. She works it around. Shots up. It's no good. Kuntz with the rebound. Throws a long pass up that's taken away by Cash. It was a good thought. They go cross court, and Kuntz gets in there again, and we've got a jump ball.
Fast and furious ball didn't make it more than half court each time.
Lindsay returns now for Parker. The ball stays with North Callaway under their own basket here on the near side. Cash to inbound. She looks into paint. Ball's tipped around, and chasing it down, I believe, is Hammett. Hammett gets it, and she's going to be fouled as Blevins comes in over top. So Blevins picks up her first foul.
29-21, 22.3 seconds left in the first half of play. Stay tuned. We'll have another Eagle 102 game break coming up with Maddie Ingram.
Lindsay works it on the near side, dishes it off to Bruni. Bruni with the left hand finds Smith. Smith gives a head fake into the paint, works it around, tries to go down low to Kuntz. She saves it from going out of bounds. Smith with it once again. She looks back to Bruni. Bruni up. Her shot misses everything. Or she tries to lob it down low to Kuntz. They were trying to get Kuntz in there to see if they could get her a shot. And they're going to send Kuntz to the free throw line. She's going to get to shoot 2. Riley Kuntz is.
The half will end with a couple free throws for Riley Kuntz.
And they're calling it against Leibel.
Looks like that's the first on Leibel.
It is.
I think they're saying put 0.4 seconds on the clock.
I think that's what they're telling them right now. Yeah, they're getting it set. Well, that makes more sense because I couldn't quite figure out why they made everybody come back up and line up around the free throw area.
The 0.4 seconds has been added.
So Kuntz at the charity stripe for her first. It's up. Off the back of the rim, no good. She'll get a second. So Kuntz. Once again, shots up on the way. High arcing one, no good. And Clopton gets a hold of the ball, and the end is still the same. Clopton heads into the locker room up 29-21. Well, let's take a quick moment to do a game break with Maddie Ingram.
It is halftime here in the high school gym. Ellsbury leads Van Far 26-11. So that 15-point lead for the Ellsbury Indians has been pretty constant throughout the first half as they were able to control the Van Far Lady Indians. As we already mentioned, they were your tournament champions in 2022, but the Ellsbury Indians are having some problems with turnovers, so this game could take a quick turn as long as Van Far continues to play good defense here in the second half. But for now, it's halftime, 26-11 in the high school gym. It's been an Eagle 102 game break.
Here we're headed into halftime. Clopton leads North Callaway by a score of 29-21. Your halftime report's coming up next here on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up, brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
On every journey, you should enjoy peace of mind. I'm Corey Buchanan. At Pike County Mutual Insurance Company, we take pride in keeping you protected. That's why we offer discounts for good students, safe driving, and more. Trust us to look out for the road ahead. For a free insurance quote on your home, auto, farm, or ATV needs, give myself or
Shelley Clucky
a call today. Pike County Mutual Insurance Company, on the square in Bowling Green.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Bowie General Services.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
At the half, Clopton leads North Callaway 29-21. And Gordon, that was pretty exciting and back and forth affair for quite a while.
It was very, very scrappy. That led to a number of fouls as well. Even bordered on chippy. Would we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, there wasn't even a borderline. It was chippy.
Yeah, there was a little bit of that. There were some unintentional elbows that probably didn't even need to surface somewhere along the way. But it's a heated first round game because this is a pretty good matchup when you're talking 4-5, as is often the case. But that also means that somebody's not going to be moving on to the right side of the bracket.
And let's be honest, there's probably a little bit that's still spilling over from last Thursday night's contest.
Quite possibly.
So
it wasn't that long ago.
It wasn't that long ago. That's right. So, again, at the half, 29-21, Clopton leads this one. We're going to run down some scoring for you here in just a little bit. Maddie had Ellsbury winning over in the high school gym against Van Far. We've talked about it a couple different times, that Van Far's kind of in a rebuilding year this year. Talked to Coach Heather Minter prior to this game, and, she was excited about coming and playing over here, but knew that the Lady Indians had an uphill battle, and was just hoping for good games over here this week.
We've heard it from several of our area coaches, and, of course, you can tell looking at the brackets, following the teams, almost without exception, you could have a winner on both brackets come from most anywhere in your field. And also the observation when talking to Coach Francis, that means a very good team is likely going to end up with a pair of losses.
Yeah, which is really crazy in these tournament situations. So we're going to break down what took place here in the first half in this one. We'll also set up what's going on tomorrow night as boys open action here at the Bowling Green Invitational Tournament tomorrow evening. Again, at the half, we've got 5:40 to go in the half. Right now, Clopton leads North Callaway 29-21. You're listening to girls opening night action from the Bowling Green Invitational Tournament on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Calumet of Missouri, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized.
Fondest childhood memories are from volunteering with my grandmother. Helping others is her passion. She'd always say, the sweetest fruits of life come from serving others. And she was right.
At Shelter Insurance, we strive to make a positive impact in the communities where we work and live.
See me, Tim Jenkins, at 3404 Georgia Street for a free insurance review.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the number one priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Shelter Insurance agent Tim Jenkins, Veolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a taste of Philly.
All right, let's look down some scoring here with 3:30 to go here in the half. Clopton leads North Callaway 29-21. Leading scoring tonight for Clopton is Brea Smith. She has 9 on the night, followed by Madeline Bruni. She has a pair of threes. Skylar Parker has 4. Shannon Yates has 3. Tinley Spooster has 3. And then Campbell Lindsay and Stacia Talbert each have 2. Probably something from that they're not real happy with statistic-wise right now is Clopton is 3 for 6 from the charity stripe.
We'll get to the fairly evenly distributed scoring for North Callaway. Plus, we've also got a game break coming up. We'll touch base again with Maddie Ingram. who is in the other gym, while Winfield and Bowling Green are going to be squaring off a little bit later. Ellsbury and Van Far are squaring off right now, and so we'll get an update as to where we're at in the half there, and also prepare to set the scene a little bit later for that Winfield Bowling Green game. Scoring for the North Callaway Thunderbirds, Schrock's got 4 points, 4 points also from Leibel, 3 points from Blevins, then 2 chipped in from Hartley, from Berger, from Ricky as well. 4 points for Bedsworth also. So nobody with more than 4, but you actually have 7 players in the scoring for North Callaway. So good balanced attack, just trailing Clopton by 8.
And they are 9 for 12 from the charity stripe. So let's take another quick Eagle 102 game break. Maddie, fill us in on how halftime is over there.
We are just now getting ready to start the third quarter as halftime is wrapping up. Ellsbury taking the floor. If you're just joining us, Ellsbury is leading the Van Far Lady Indians 26-11, getting ready to start the third quarter. That's been an Eagle 102 game break.
All right, so let's set the scene, Gordon, for tomorrow night as boys open up in the high school gym at 5:30. Opening is going to be number 1 Ellsbury taking on number 8 Silex. Here in the middle school gym, number 4 Louisiana taking on the recently crowned Tony Lanzini tournament champions, the number 5 seed, the Van Far Indians.
So Van Far, as we were talking with Coach Conway coming into the ball game, about as good a spot as you can be. They're playing better ball. They're around a 500 record, but they've geared their schedule for the postseason, and that's something we've seen time and time again. Went into a tough Palmyra tournament, played extremely well, knocked off the number 1 seed Palmyra Panthers in a hard-fought ball game, a game that saw a few mismatches as far as on the floor. A much bigger Bear Bach for Palmyra was defended by Nikos Conway all game long. He did a heck of a job there, came through with the points he needed to come through with, and Van Far with the team effort defensively and offensively to knock off Palmyra to win that Palmyra tournament by a score of 41-35, and rolling into this tournament, even though they're not the number 1 seed, that's a pretty good head of steam and momentum.
Absolutely. Late games tomorrow night in the high school gym. Number 2 Clopton will take on number 7 Bowling Green. Here in the middle school gym, number 3 North Callaway taking on number 6 Winfield. This is the first round of games tonight. Right now, Clopton leads North Callaway 29-21. The game for this in this gym immediately following, number 3 Silex taking on number 6 Louisiana. We'll have that game for you right here as well. We're ready to start the third. Looks like same starting 5 for both teams out, as we've got the clock runner back in there as the officials are giving him a little bit of a hard time. Shani Yates is going to inbound. She gets it right into Bruni in the backcourt. Bruni brings it into the front court, takes it, and brings it near side to Spoonster. Again, we're on the stage behind the benches. Yates with it now on the near wing, picks up her dribble, back to Spoonster again. Spoonster keeping her dribble, takes it in, collapses the defense a little bit, runs into some trouble. Ball's tipped around. Spoonster comes away with it. This zone defense giving a little bit of trouble to Clopton. Yates with it now on the near side. On the wing, goes cross court to Hammett. Hammett saves it from going out of bounds. Now to Spoonster. She wants to knock down a 3, and she does. Tinley Spoonster opens up with the tray, and it's the largest lead of the night at 9 for Clopton. Back the other direction, it's Schrock with it right in front of us, back up top to Bedsworth. Blevins to Bedsworth on the near side. Looks for some help from Schrock. Schrock has it stolen by Bruni, and she's going to double dribble.
Just took a little bit too long to find the handle for it.
And in checks Hartley. She's going to return for Schrock.
32-21 is the score. Play just underway in the third quarter here at the Bowling Green tournament between North Callaway and Clopton.
Clopton gets the steal in the inbound play. Hammett takes it to the hole. Makes it 34-21. First double-digit lead of the night.
First points of the game for Hammett. Heads up steal.
Far side with it is Berger. Berger in a trap. Tries to find Leibel. Leibel down off the glass. Her shot's up and good. Leibel with the bucket to open up the second half.
Leibel leading all North Callaway scorers with 6.
Over the far side with it. There's a steal, attempt to steal by Leibel, but she kicks it out of bounds. So Clopton will inbound it on their half the court, as Hammett will feed it into the back court to Bruni. Bruni into the front court to Spoonster, cross court to Hammett. Back to Bruni again. to Spoonster, inside to Smith. Smith lobs down low to Yates. She was too far underneath the basket, but she's headed to the free throw line after drawing the foul.
So just a matter of who ends up drawing it for North Callaway. And it looks like the foul is going to go against Hartley.
I believe that is the first one of their players that has 2 fouls.
And that's going to be the first team foul for either ball club here in the second half.
Yates at the charity stripe. Spins ball, free throw shot up high. Arcing is up and good. She'll get a second. 35-23 our score, 6:25 to go here in the third quarter. Clopton leads. Second free throw shot off the back of the rim. Rebounding is North Callaway. Berger with it. Brings it into the front court, working against Smith. Stand on the BG, brings it near side to Hartley. Hartley finds some room along the baseline. Her shot's up. With the rebound is Spoonster. She hands it off to Smith. Smith pushes in the front court, throws a long pass up. It's taken away by Bedsworth. Back into the hands of North Callaway. With it is Berger. Berger takes it down, up off the glass. Her shot's up and good. It's a 10-point lead for Clopton, 35-25. Bruni into the front court to Spoonster. Spoonster working around, needs some help. Finds Smith. Back out to Spoonster. She wants another 3. It's off the rim. With the rebound is Leibel on the far side. She kicks it out to Bevlins. Bevlins brings it near side. Tries to feed it to Hartley. It goes out of bounds. They're saying Clopton didn't get a hand on it. It was last touch by North Callaway.
So the lead still sits at 10 for the Clopton Lady Hawks. 5:32 to go in the third quarter play. Clopton now going from the right to left of your radio dial.
Inbounding at the end of North Callaway's bench. They get into Bruni, now to Parker, who came in for Hammett. Parker brings it near side. In the near corner with it to Spoonster. Spoonster looks, feeds it inside to Yates. Yates cross court to Smith. Smith in some trouble, kicks it back out to Bruni, now to Parker. Parker was a 3, and it was denied by Hartley. It's going to go out of bounds, last touch by Clopton. Nice defense in there from the Lady Thunderbirds to get a hand on that without drawing the foul. Clopton puts some full court pressure in. They get it in the front court. Hartley brings it up, stops here right in front of us on the near wing. Takes it back top the key over to the far side to Leibel. Leibel in some trouble, kicks it out. Here comes a long shot from Hartley. It's up, it's no good. With the rebound is Blevins. Her shot's up and good.
Nice follow by Blevins that time. Trims it to an 8-point lead for the Clopton Hawks.
So near side with it once again. Here comes Smith. Goes cross court to Bruni. Shot's up. It's no good, but she's headed to the free throw line.
And I think, is that Blevins picking up that foul?
I think it is. That's what they say.
So that's 2 now on Blevins. No, the foul ended up going against Leibel. So that'll be her second.
All right, first free throw shot from Bruni is up and good. 36-27. Second free throw shot is up and no good. With the rebound is North Callaway. Gordon, we talked about this before. This is where Clopton had trouble with him on Thursday night, was in the third quarter. Far side to Leibel, up top, brings it near side once again. Here's a long 3, and it's good. That was by Blevins. It's a 6-point game.
Blevins now has 8 in the game to lead North Callaway.
Parker takes it into the front court over the far side with it to Bruni. Bruni thinks about the long 3. It's tipped. Yates kicks it out to Smith. Smith goes all the way around the other side. Her shot's up. It's blocked. With the rebound is Berger. She feeds it out, brings it near side to Leibel. Back again to Blevins. Over on the far side to Berger. Berger with the left hand. Excuse me, yes, right. Hartley has it now in front of us. Hartley working on the steal by Spoonster. She's going to pick up her third.
Tinley Spoonster thought she was going to come away with it that time. Instead, came away with the foul. 6-point lead for Clopton, 36-30 with 3:54 to go in the third quarter. North Callaway inbounding the ball.
Hartley brings it into the front court. She's guarded by Spoonster. Working near side with it. In some trouble. Hands it off to Berger. Berger takes it all the way around the other side. Her up off the glass, and it's good. And Coach Devin Street wants to take a timeout. Talk to her Lady Hawks as North Callaway has brought it within 4. 36-32, 3:38 to go. Let's take an Eagle 102 game break. Maddie Ingram, tell us how it's going over in the high school gym.
It is the biggest lead of the night for Ellsbury as they lead Van Far by 21 points, 39-18 as our score, 2:21 to play in the third quarter. Things are really clicking for the Ellsbury Lady Indians as they are dominant over the over Van Far. So it's been a pretty big game for the Ellsbury Lady Indians, but they lead 39-18 with 2:06 to play in the third. That's been an Eagle 102 game break.
Here we've got a 36-32 lead by Clopton over North Callaway. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back with more action from the third here on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by the Mercantile Bank, Young Enterprises Incorporated, and Pepsi.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
Smith works the basketball up top, brings it near side to Spoonster. Spoonster working between the circles, man-to-man defense from North Callaway. She hands it back to Parker. Parker will reset the offense for the Lady Hawks, near side with it to Smith. Smith takes it down the baseline, brings it back out. Yates with the long shot. It's off the mark. Ball's loose. Coming away with the rebound is North Callaway. Blevins brings it into the front court. Working on the wing. She takes it down, and that's taken away by Bruni. Bruni throws it up for Parker to chase. Parker chases it in the front court, goes high off the glass. It's no good. With the rebound is Berger.
Just a little too tough for her to corral and get the layup that she wanted.
So Blevins again will bring it into the front court, guarded by Parker. Brings it near side to Berger. Berger wants a three. It's off the rim. Chasing down the loose basketball is Yates. She throws it over to Bruni. Into the front court to Smith. Smith goes cross court to Parker. Parker goes up for the shot. No fouls called. It goes out of bounds. Saying last touch by North Callaway.
As good D by Blevins that time. Nice unselfish pass as it was Smith feeding Parker. Parker just not able to get the shot go over the taller Blevins.
Bruni brings it near side to Yates. Now to Yates. Yates shots up. It's no good. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Clopton.
Not totally sure Yates wanted that shot, but was left so wide open on that left baseline.
Got to take it. They're going to leave you that wide open, down by or up by 4. They were led by as many as 13 in this one. Ball's loose. Ricky has it. Now gets it into Blevins. Her shot's up. It's no good. Ball's tipped around. Ricky chases it down again. In a trap. And here comes the Lady Thunderbirds. Leibel with it now. Looks inside the free throw line. Ball's loose. Chasing down the loose basketball is Bruni. Bruni tosses it to Yates from the ground. Yates throws a long pass up, and it's taken away in there. That's by Berger. Brings it all the way back down, and she's going to travel.
Berger gets tagged for the travel. The ball goes back to the Hawks.
I think probably both coaches would be fairly happy if both teams would slow it down a little bit and kind of clean a few things up. Take care of the basketball.
North Callaway not picking the Hawks up, telling the half-court offense.
Parker back out to Yates. Yates with the left hand brings it in. Goes up. Her shot's up. No good. She's headed to the free throw line.
And we'll have to see more than likely picking up the foul that time. Well, not Leibel. Instead, the foul is going to go against.
Nope, they said Leibel.
Was it Leibel?
Yep. Yates' first free throw shot is high, arcing. It rattles home. She'll get the second. Schrock's going to return now for Leibel. 1:30 to go here in the third. It's a 5-point lead currently for Clopton as Yates' second free throw shot is on the way. Off the mark. Schrock with the rebound. Nope, ball's loose. Coming away with it's Clopton. Yates to Parker in the near corner with it to Bruni. Bruni goes up high to Smith. Smith finds some room. Her shot's partially blocked. Gets the ball back loose and can't take care of it. Tosses it out, and Yates can't track it down before it heads out of bounds.
Smith was trying to hit Yates under the basket. She just wasn't able to reel it in. And now the Hawks are back on D. Up by 5 with a minute to go in the third.
Blevins gets the ball near side to Berger. Berger working against Smith. Takes all the way to the far side. Goes out of bounds. Say last touch by Clopton as it was tipped out of bounds. So it looks like
exactly 1 minute to go in the third.
Hartley will inbound. Gets it into Berger. She thought about the three. Holds up, finds Schrock at the elbow on the far side. Schrock in some trouble, back out to Berger. Works around, looks for the screen, takes it down low, kicks it out. Ricky with it now in the far corner. Finds Blevins. Blevins goes up. Her shot's no good. And North Callaway swarms, gets the loose basketball. With it is Berger. Back to Hartley. She looks, collapses it into the paint. Now takes it to Blevins. Blevins all the way to the hoop. Her shot's up and good. Blevins with another 2.
Smith hitting the floor that time for the Hawks. She's up, she's fine. Clopton will bring it up and look to set up their offense. 20 seconds left.
Yates over to the far side, gets it back to Parker between the circles. Parker dribbles with the right hand, goes all the way in. Her little underhand hooks, goes out of bounds. And back we go.
Parker couldn't get to the right side of the basket that time, and North Callaway has a chance to trim what is now just a 3-point lead again for the Clopton Hawks. 10.4 seconds in the third.
So with it is Blevins. She's working against Hammett. Hammett's making it difficult. Shots up, and it's good. And it's a 1-point game here as the third quarter ends. Clopton still on top, 37-36. We've got your final quarter of action coming up next here on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Knight Equipment Company, and Advanced Physical Therapy.
Northeast Missouri Title Company is proud to serve Louisiana and the surrounding areas. They also believe, much like the area athletes, hard work and dedication are what lead to a winning team. Northeast Missouri Title Company wishes all area athletes the very best this season and hopes to see everyone out supporting their favorite teams with excitement and good sportsmanship. Northeast Missouri Title Company at 4th and Tennessee Streets in Louisiana.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
So while we're getting ready for the fourth quarter, let's send it to the other gym for an Eagle 102 game break. Maddie?
Yes, Ellsbury is leading Van Far 42-22, and we just about saw number 1,000, point number 1,000 for Mara Jensen. She is 3 points away, and she just made a 3-point shot, and she was very, very close. She's going in under the basket, but 42-22, Ellsbury leads Van Far with 7:22 to play in the fourth quarter. We'll keep you updated, and hopefully the next time that we can talk with you guys, we'll have 1,000 points for Mara Jensen. But that's been an Eagle 102 game break.
Here we just started in the fourth quarter. Schrock's shot was no good. Bruni gets the basketball. She's going to throw it up and into the hands of North Callaway. And Clopton's going to foul.
That foul is going to go against Jasmine Hammett.
That's her first, I believe.
You're correct.
So with it is Blevins working against Hammett. She crosses over in the front court with behind the back dribble, takes it to the free throw line, pulls up for the shot. It's no good, and we're going to have another foul.
Flashing back to that third quarter of play, Blevins, who is at the free throw line, led the way for North Callaway in the third quarter with 9 points of her own, 9 of their 15. She outscored the Clopton Hawks by 1 in the third quarter as North Callaway outscored Clopton 15-8.
And we are tied at 37-all with that first free throw shot as Hammett picked up her second foul to send Blevins to the charity stripe. She spins the ball in her hand, goes up, and it's good. Back to a 1-point lead for North Callaway. North Callaway's led it by as many as 2 in this one. Clopton's led by as many as 13. So Bruni, far side with it to Spoonster. Spoonster brings it back near side. Works our way around. Stops, pops. Her shot's off the back of the rim. And it's kind of like Gordon at this point. The Hawks can't buy a basket after they got going pretty hot there in the start of the third quarter. Then they've got cold since. Near side with it is Berger. Berger dishes it off to Ricky. Ricky in the near corner with it to Blevins. She takes it into the paint, working against Hammett. Lobs it out to Hartley, back out to Berger. Berger wants the tray, and it misses everything, goes out of bounds.
6:54 as this fourth quarter just underway. Opening round action from the Bowling Green tournament. Clopton Hawks now trailing by 1 after, as you said, Marianne, leading by as many as 13.
With it is Bernie over to the far side. She hits Spoonster. Spoonster on the wing, looks for the screen. Brings it back top of the key, hands it off to Smith. Smith goes all the way around, runs into some trouble, back out to Spoonster. She gives a head fake, gets it to Bruni. Far side with it again to Smith. She takes it down along the block, loses her dribble, kicks it back out to Bruni. And we've got a timeout. Coach Street wants to call timeout. We'll take one as well. 6:29 to go in the ball game. Right now it is Clopton down by 1 by North Callaway, 38-37 as you're listening to Bowling Green tournament action on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency, Hayden's Motorsports, and La Crosse Lumber Company.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drive.
Here comes a long three from Bruni. It rattles in and out. Smith chases down the loose basketball in some trouble, kicks it back out to Spoonster. Spoonster is going to go try for the tray. It hits the rim. It's no good. Ball's loose. It's going to go out of bounds. And they set off of North Callaway.
Looked like last touched by the Thunderbirds and said last touch by the Hawks. And Clopton still trailing by 1. 38-37, 6:10 to go as the Thunderbirds bring it up slowly.
Near side with it to Berger. Berger in the wing right in front of us. Takes it all the way in the paint. Goes off, dishes it out to Ricky. Ricky hits Blevins. Blevins shot's on the way, and it's good.
Riley Blevins on fire in the second half for North Callaway.
Bernie with it now. Top the key between the circles. Brings it with the left hand. Near side, works it back to the other side. Kicks it out to Yates. Yates from downtown. Her high arcing. Goes in and comes out. And with the basketball now is Hartley, and it's taken away by Spoonster. Spoonster to Hammett. Back to Spoonster. Gets it to Yates. Yates shots up. It's no good. She was hoping to draw the foul. Didn't get the call. Pushing it all the way as Hartley goes cross court, and it's Hammett that comes up and knocks it out of bounds.
Good hustle by Hammett to break it up that time.
North Callaway wants a timeout now. No, never mind. It's not calling the timeout. So Hammett and Yates come out as Lindsay and Parker return. 5:18 to go in the ball game. North Callaway leads a 41-37. Hartley with the three. It's off the back of the rim. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by North Callaway.
Clopton's getting ready to inbound the ball. In just moments, we'll take another Eagle 102 game break, going to Maddie Ingram.
Here comes Parker with the basketball into the front court. Works it with the left hand, brings it near side, hands it off to Bruni. Bruni crossover dribble, down low, spins in the paint, back out to Lindsay. Over to the far side. It's Spoonster. Spoonster back up top, in some trouble, and there's going to be a jump ball. While they sort that out, let's take that Eagle 102 game break. Maddie?
It is 42-24. Ellsbury still leading Van Far. Mara Jensen is 1 point away. She just about had 1,000. It went around the world a couple times, went back out. But 42-24, Ellsbury has the lead here, and we have just about 4 minutes and 30 seconds to play here left in the game. So she has just a little bit of time to get one more. So 1,000 points is headed Mara Jensen's way, but Ellsbury has control in this one. That's been an Eagle 102 game break.
All right, in this one, 4:30 to go in the ball game. Blevins with it now in the front court. Looks down low on the far side. They feed it back out to Schrock. Schrock brings it back down to the baseline. She stops, pops, shots up. It's no good. Lindsay throws it out front for Smith. Smith up off the glass. It's too hard, but she's fouled. She's headed to the free throw line. So Brea Smith, who had 9 in the first half, has been held scoreless, as now Berger is going to send her to the free throw line.
And that was good hustle by Berger to get back. It's her second foul. 4 team fouls for North Callaway, 3 team fouls for Clopton. First free throws up off the back of the rim and no good for Smith. And that's, almost the tale of two fortunes. 9 points for Brea Smith in the first half, nothing here in the second. Blevins for North Callaway was 3 of 4 from the free throw line, but that was her only bucket in the first half. In the second half, she's knocked down a pair of 3-pointers plus 3 other buckets, and she's leading the way for them.
So Smith makes her second. They throw the ball up and out of bounds. They say it's last touch by North Callaway, so it'll be Clopton's basketball headed back the other direction. At the end of North Callaway's bench, Parker gets it into Lindsay, right back to Parker. Parker brings it into the front court. Works it around, hands it off to Spoonster. Spoonster's going to be fouled.
Tinley Spoonster hits the floor. That foul is going to be going against Leibel.
I'm not sure what that was about, but it is Leibel's fourth. Spoonster comes out.
Blevins, by the way, 14 points here in the second half for North Callaway as we tidy up that radio math a little bit. Put that with her 3 free throws earlier. She's got 17 in the game.
Yates thought about the 3, now back up to Parker. Parker finds Lindsay. Lindsay works it around, backs it up now to Parker once again, near side to Yates. Yates wants that 3. It hits off the rim again. Smith with the rebound. She goes back up. Her shot's no good, but she's headed back to the free throw line.
And that's going to be, I believe, 5 if it's against Leibel.
Nope. They called it on Blevins. That'll be her 3rd.
Well, that was kind.
That was nice. So Brea Smith back at the charity stripe, trying to inch a little closer here. 3:49 to go in the ball game.
Sharing is caring.
First free throw shot off the back of the rim. She'll get a second. Down by 3. 41-38 are the Lady Hawks. 3:49 to go in the ball game. Second free throw shot is good. Worth it once again is North Callaway. Schrock in the front court. Brings it cross court to Hartley. Hartley goes up. Her shot's blocked by Yates. No foul called. Cash comes back with it, and they chase it out of bounds. And they're going to say it was last touched by North Callaway. Down in that corner that we can't quite see.
Lindsay was fighting for it down there in the corner. Campbell Lindsay for the Clopton Hawks, the 5'1 freshman.
By the way, congratulations, Mara Jensen just hit her 1,000th career point for the Van Far Lady Indians. So with it now is Yates. Yates working around with the left hand, gets it back out to Parker. Parker takes it down inside, kicks it back to Lindsay. Lindsay at the free throw line to Bruni. Bruni to Yates. Yates down low to Smith, back out to Bruni. Bruni's thinking about the 3. It's off the back of the rim. Schrock with the rebound. Tries to find some room. 3 minutes to go here in the ball game.
The Hawks trailing by 2. Contact midcourt.
That's going to go against Campbell Lindsay, which I believe that's her first. Berger's going to return along with Spoonster and Hammett.
6 team fouls now for North Callaway. 4 team fouls for Clopton.
So Berger will inbound at the half-court line. Gets it into the back court to Bevlins.
41-39 with just under 3 minutes to go in the ballgame.
Far side with it to Berger. Berger thinks about it. Picks up a dribble. Now to Cash. Cash, free throw line back out to Berger again. Swings it to Cash. Cash wants a long 3. It's off the mark. With the rebound is Schrock. But Spoonster is going to come in and tie it up. They're going to say jump ball. Arrow favors North Callaway.
Schrock had the rebound. Good job by Spoonster tying her up.
So Cash to inbound it along the baseline on the near side. She looks. Throws a long pass into Leibel. Now to Berger. Berger between the circles. Guarded by Spoonster. Brings it near side to Cash. Cash looks for the screen. Takes in the paint. Her shot's up. It's no good. And it's Smith chasing down the loose basketball. Brea pushes it into the front court. Hands it off to Bruni, and it's taken away by North Callaway.
There's Leibel getting a hand in there, stripping the ball away.
Blevins with it once again, and she's going to be fouled. No, we got timeout. North Callaway calls the timeout. We'll do the same. 2:12 to go here in the ball game. North Callaway leads Clopton 41-39. You're listening to girls opening round action from the Bowling Green Invitational Tournament on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Bowling Green Pharmacy, Fessler Insurance Agency, a branch of Country Financial, Alicia Koenig, owner and broker of Remax Realty Shop, and Kraus Realty.
Scammers are getting smarter. It's not just phone calls from suspicious numbers, it's also emails and texts masked to look like they're from your bank. If they're asking you for your username, password, or social security number, that's not your bank. Silex Banking Company and the American Bankers Association have teamed up to give you tips to spot scams, fight fraud, and protect your money. You can even take a quiz to test your scam IQ. Find out more at banksneverasksthat.com. That's banksneverasksthat.com. Silex Banking Company.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Becky Cadwalder, Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Clopton came into the fourth quarter of play with a 1-point lead. They've been outscored 5-2 by North Callaway. The hot hand of Riley Blevins has given North Callaway the lead. They're up by 2, 41-39 with 2 minutes and 12 seconds to go in this ball game.
So it's Berger. It's going to inbound the ball. They get it into Blevins. Blevins guarded by Hammett. Brings it near side. They put the trap in place. Yates tries to tie him up, and they're going to call a double dribble. So Yates did a nice job of not drawing that foul as she was trying to reach in and grab it.
Yeah, she was doing her best to wrap her up. About the time she let go of her, Blevins' momentum caused the travel.
Into the front court, down low to Yates. Cross court to Bruni, and it's up and good. We're knotted at 41 all.
Nice feed by Yates to Bruni right below the basket.
Down low with it, or back up top with it now is Blevins. She goes cross court to Leibel. Leibel to Cash. Cash is in some trouble. Leibel with it once again. And then we're going to have a foul, and they're going to get shoot three.
And say a foul in the act of shooting three. It was really just contact after the shot that's sending Schrock to the free throw line, but that'll be good for 3 free throws.
And with a minute 38 to go here in the ball game, Schrock has a chance to give him a breathing room here as the first one's up and good.
Schrock so far perfect from the free throw line. She's now 3 of 3 from the evening.
Second one on the way as well. She misses that one. 1:38 to go in this ball game. North Callaway on top by 1. Third free throw shot's on the way, and it rattles home as well. It's a 2-point lead for the Thunderbirds. Bruni back the other direction. Into the front court over the far side with it to Spoonster. Spoonster back to Bruni. Finds Smith. Smith looks, takes it in, kicks it back out to Spoonster. She stops, pops for 3. It's off the back of the rim. Bruni follows the shot, gets it. Now to Spoonster in the paint. Her shot's up off the back of the rim. No good. It's tipped around. It's going to go out of bounds. And they say it's last touch by Clopton.
Nice rebound feed that time, and a good look by Spoonster. Just couldn't get it to go.
So Cash will inbound. Full court man-to-man defense. They get it in. With it is Cash. Cash works it into the front court. Over to the far side. Brings it back near side. Hands it off to Blevins. Down to a minute to go in the ball game. 43-41. Blevins takes it in the paint. Her shot's up, but it's no good. Yates kicks it out to Bruni. Bruni into the front court. In some trouble. Spoonster back to Bruni.
North Callaway fans looking for a travel.
Finds Smith. Smith down low to Yates. Yates goes up. Her shot's high arcing. It's no good. With the rebound is Leibel. In some trouble with it now as they're working around. Finally coming away, loose basketball. And Spoonster is going to be fouled, and that's going to go against Leibel. And it should be a 1-and-1.
Okay, so there's a little bit of debate here. Might even be the refs looking to sort it out. North Callaway fans positive they know which direction it's going.
Oh, I thought they were calling the foul.
Okay, so they reversed it, saying last touch by the Clopton Hawks. North Callaway will inbound. And picking up the foul that time was Tinley Spoonster, so that's her 4th.
So we've got a timeout. We'll keep it right here and take it another Eagle 102 game break. Maddie, how's it going in your gym?
Our game has just wrapped up as Ellsbury came out on top 47-29. In case you missed it, Mara Jensen hit 1,000 points, so a big congratulations to her tonight. She is a Van Far Lady Indian and a senior, so congratulations to Mara. But 47-29 is the final from the high school gym. Ellsbury defeated Van Far. It's been an Eagle 102 game break.
Well, I tell you what, Mara Jensen joins a very, I think, elite group of women over at Van Far. I was trying to recall off the top of my head. I think I can recall maybe 3 over my 20-plus years covering area high school sports where they've hit 1,000 points.
Yeah, no, so it is a select group, and hats off to Mara Jensen. And, of course, she would have preferred that going with a Van Far win, but ran into a very tough Ellsbury Ball Club in the 1-8 matchup in the opening round.
All right, so out of the timeout, it's going to be North Callaway basketball. They'll have it basically at the half-court line. 34 ticks to go in this one. North Callaway on top by 2.
6 team fouls for each club. 43-41 the score with 34.4 seconds on the clock.
Blevins with the basketball. Working against Parker. Come out, put some pressure on her, get her over to Schrock. Schrock working around. Back up to Blevins. Clopton's going to have to foul here before too terribly long. And with it is Schrock over the far side. Near side with it now to Berger. And they're going to have to foul, and that's what Yates comes out and does.
There's 12.4 seconds on the clock, and that's when Yates burned that foul.
So a game that was not quite this close last week is now a very close one here, and Berger looking to put this one away if she can knock down some free throws. First one's up. It's no good. However, Leibel gets the rebound, and Leibel's going to be fouled immediately by Bruni.
Clopton had a chance to be selective earlier, not sending Schrock, not sending Blevins to the free throw line. Instead, they were able to get Berger there for the first trip. This time, the foul's against Leibel. Leibel's going to have a chance.
Her shot's no good. Ball's tipped around. Smith comes away with it. Smith throws it up, and it's taken back away by North Callaway, and Tinley Spoonster is coming out of this ball game.
That's going to be foul number 5 for Tinley. 4 seconds is what we have left on the clock. 43-41. The score determining who's going to advance in this 4-5 matchup.
So Spoonster comes out as Hammett returns. Schrock headed back to the free throw line. It's a 2-point basketball game.
Not the Thunderbird necessarily wanting to send to the line. She's hit 4 of 5. And that's now 5 of 6, and she gets another.
If she knocks down this one, that's the winner.
It'd make it a 2-possession ball game at that point with 4 seconds left.
Second free throw shot is good as well. Thunderbird coach wants to take a timeout. We'll keep it right here. So over in the high school gym, they're getting ready now for number 2 Winfield taking on number 7 Bowling Green. In this one, Gordon, we have another rematch from last week. Also, I believe it was on Thursday evening, Wednesday or Thursday. I think it was a Thursday evening. Now my days are all running together. Either way, it went to overtime. Louisiana got the win over Silex.
I think you're correct. It was on Wednesday because Haley Leak was with you for that ball game.
That is correct. You're right. See, and I was like, no, that's not the game. Haley was there with me. Yes, it was. So
Marianne says, "Oh, it's been a long week already."
Yeah. I said that on Sunday night. I'm not gonna lie. So that's expected to be a great game as well. Louisiana picked up the win. Silex once again, kind of like North Callaway, going to look for some revenge. Here's this one. These two teams had met previously just last Thursday, and Clopton got the win 70-54. So we knew it was going to be maybe a little more aggressive, maybe. Here, and this one's kind of what I'm looking for.
And there was a fair amount of that, and it was on a neutral court as well.
Yep. In a gym that's probably neither team really wanted to play in as small as it is, but
45-41. North Callaway leads Clopton inbounding, 4 seconds left.
And they throw a long pass up, and that's how this game ends. Clopton falls in this one, 45-41. We've got your post-game show coming up next here on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 post-game show is coming up.
Lynn's Heritage House isn't your average senior living facility. At Lynn's, residents have an abundance of social and recreational activities, including trips to the Twin Pike Family YMCA, numerous craft projects, and even the occasional day trip around Pike County. As a resident, you can enjoy the same independent lifestyle you've always enjoyed, but with the peace of mind knowing that help is available when needed. For more information, visit Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane in Louisiana, or online at lynnsheritage.com.
Hey, I'm Megan Smelser, a physical therapist with Advanced Physical Therapy in Bowling Green. Along with treating many orthopedic conditions, we treat many neurological conditions as well, from vertigo, post-concussion syndrome, post-stroke, multiple sclerosis, and we are certified in the BIG program that is a well-known treatment for Parkinson's. Our biggest goal is for you to get back to what matters to you, whether that be your favorite hobbies, keeping up with your children or your grandchildren, or simply getting around your home with ease. At Advance, we know you have a choice when it comes to physical therapy. We hope you choose Advance PT. We are conveniently located across from the high school track and football field. Call us today to schedule your next physical therapy appointment at 573-324-6079.
Think about all that's important to you, your family, your possessions, and your future. Pick up the phone and call Rick Rodhouse from Country Financial. He, along with his staff, will assist you with insurance coverage to protect what matters most in addition to preparing you for the future. Best of all, Rick will take the time to get to know you and find solutions for your budget. For coverage you need at a price you can afford, contact Rick Whitehouse Insurance Agency in Pleasant Hill to chat about your insurance needs today.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. Time now for the Eagle 102 post-game show on KJFM.
Well, the first, we'll just call it a slight upset in this tournament. Number 5, North Callaway got the win over number 4, Clopton, 45-41. And Gordon, it really came down to Riley Blevins in the second half.
Blevins made a big difference, had 3 points, 3 of those 4 all coming from or 3 for 4 from the free throw line, which is where all 3 points came in the first half. And then in the second half, she had 14 points, including 2 big 3-pointers. She was perfect from the free throw line, ended up leading all scorers in the game with a total of 17 points, was Riley Blevins, the 5'9 junior of the North Callaway Thunderbirds. Behind her performance and the rest of the squad, of course, the Thunderbirds defeat the Clopton Hawks, so North Callaway will be advancing on through the championship side of the bracket.
That's right. They will take on now the number 1 seed Ellsbury Lady Indians, while Clopton will face Van Far on Wednesday night here in the middle school gym. Gordon, let's go ahead and run down some statistics from this first matchup.
From the North Callaway Lady Thunderbirds, as we mentioned, Riley Blevins had 17 points. Next up was Natalie Schrock. Schrock had 6 points from Leibel, 6 points from Berger, 4 points from Bedsworth, and a pair of buckets, 2 points from Ricky and 2 points from Lakin Hartley as well. That gave North Callaway Thunderbirds 45 points. Total of 41 for the Clopton Lady Hawks, led in scoring by Brea Smith. She had 9 of her 11 points in the first half, and other than a little bit of damage from the free throw line, 2 of 4 in the second half, she was off the board.
Yep.
You had made mention of it as we were going through that second half of play. It hurt seeing her offense disappear. 11 points led the way for the Clopton Hawks. 9 points from Madeline Bruni. 6 points in the ball game from Tinley Spoonser, who fouled out down the stretch. 5 points from Shanna Yates. 4 points from Skylar Parker. 2 points from Jasmine Hammett. 2 points from Campbell Lindsay, and also 2 points from Talbert as well. That rounded out the scoring, 41 for the Clopton Lady Hawks.
All right, let's take a break. We'll reset. We'll be back with the Salt Lakes Lady Owls taking on the Louisiana Lady Bulldogs as Bowling Green tournament action continues on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Southside Castile.